Want to know how I got my shots to look like this straight out of camera? Well, today I'll show you how you can also achieve this if you happen to have a Lumix camera that has the real-time Luts feature in the ground. Now you may be wondering why use these Luts to take photos. The reason I like it is because it makes my photos look more like analog film, cinematic, I guess you can say. Also, it takes away from all the stress, not stress, but like the drag that is editing them later on, like on Lightroom or whatever. I just like being able to press the shutter and that's it. You get a good picture, you know? Yeah, there's a couple things you're gonna need. You're gonna need first of all, Davinci Resolve, but you can use the free version. If you're gonna do any video work, I really recommend that you try out Davinci, especially like for color grading and stuff. The second thing you're gonna need is basically a Lumix camera. Like mine, I'm using the S5 Mark II, a Lumix camera that has the real-time LUT feature. Because otherwise, you're not gonna be able to use this unless your camera somehow has. You can use LUTs, but this is mainly for Lumix cameras with that feature. Also, I recommend that you have it updated to the latest firmware, especially like any S5 or S5X owners. It'll give you more control over the LUT, which I really recommend that you do it. More on that later. Have a way to connect your camera to your computer via USB or either an SD card adapter or something. All right, let's get right on ahead. So what you're gonna want to do is open DaVinci. Once DaVinci is open, you can just make a new project. Just call it whatever you want. From here, all you got to do is I got the little NVIDIA thingy over here, but all you got to do is go to this little gear on the bottom right, click on it, go to color management on the left, then go down to open LUT folder. It's gonna open. You're gonna have, well, I got some folders that I made, but what we're looking for is film looks. This folder right here. Mainly what I use for my pictures is just one LUT. I have two of these, but I just use one to be honest. And it's gonna be this one right here, the Fujifilm 3513 DI55. Now, a little note. Apparently, what I was told is that D55, D60, D65, that's the temperature. But the lower the number, the warmer it is, and the higher the number, the cooler it is. That's what I was told. I don't know if it's true. A couple people told me that, but I do feel that that's true though because I feel like D55 is too warm, which I kind of like, but that's like a personal taste. So if you want more of a neutral look, I would say go to with D60. So we grabbed the Rec 709 Fujifilm and the Rec 709 2383 from Kodak. So once there, all you want to do is just find wherever your SD card is. Okay, so I'm gonna find mine. It's right here. See, I already have a LUT that I was making myself, but since I already have this LUT, I'm just gonna use the flatter one. So grab it, just drag and drop, and that's pretty much it. All you gotta do now is just well, that's if you're using like an SD card reader. If you connect your camera straight to the computer, turn it on, and it's gonna tell you, it's gonna give you two options: PC storage and tethering. Just choose PC storage, and then it'll look like the same. Just drag and drop the LUT. That's it. That's pretty much it. All right. So once you put the SD or the LUT in your camera, you're gonna want to go to menu, go to the little gear over here, and then in the first little menu on the gear, go where it says LUT library. Oh. And go down to an empty one. For me, it's going to be set 10. Click it, then hit load. Put whatever card where you dropped the LUT at, and then choose the LUT that you dropped. All right. There we go. All right, to use it, all you gotta do is choose your picture profile. So go over here, bottom left, and then just go all the way to the real-time LUT, where it says real-time LUT. LUT on. So it'll give you a little menu on the bottom where it says LUT select. Hit that and you can select whatever LUT you just put in. So you got to remember the name you had it on. What was ours? So there you go. And then you can also save it. For me, I guess I'll choose photo style 4, save it. All right, yeah. And I suggest that you change the title. Change it to whatever you want. For this example, I'm just gonna put ABC or whatever. Then save, boom, there you go. Now, okay, now usually the profile that I have, the base that I have is usually flat. So go over here where it says flat, where does it say flat? Flat, right? And what I would also do, I will bump up the shadows by 1, drop the saturation by maybe 2 or 1. And also the highlights, if you want, you can drop them because this LUT is intended for a video that you're gonna color grade later on. So it's not really intended for pictures. So that's how I used to use it before the update. Now that there's an update, now you can choose the opacity. You can lower it or leave it at 100. I would suggest honestly to maybe lower it between 80 to like 50% or maybe even 40. Because the images come out to be insanely contrasty, which sometimes it looks good, but sometimes it's like too much. I would just suggest to just play around with it. And now it lets you put a second LUT. I still haven't tried that because I'm like, I don't know how that's gonna look. But yeah, currently, personally, I use it at 80% or 70. And I also have the grain, I have it on low and the color noise at off, but sometimes I put the grain at standard, or if I'm feeling like super crazy, I just put it all the way high. But usually low, it makes it look nice and tasteful, and it really gives it that analog film look. So it looks like you shot it on like a normal film camera. That's what I like about it. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Like so this is my main one right here, if you guys want to copy it. So oh no, the highlights are at 0 actually. Shadow +1, saturation -2, low grain, color noise off. Sharpness, I don't know if I want to lower it. I just leave it at 0 to be honest. Noise reduction 0 on, and it's at 80%. Now, if you have any questions, or if I didn't explain something right because I'm not good at this is my first tutorial that I've ever done, just go ahead and leave a comment. Also, if you're using like any free LUTs, any good free LUTs, you can leave a comment saying where you got them. Yeah, I'm always on the look for LUTs. I don't think I'm gonna upload more tutorials, or maybe I will, but I do want to start uploading little photo walks and stuff where I show myself using the tools that I have to take pictures and how I take my pictures. So if you're interested in that, just go ahead and subscribe. And if you found this video useful, give it a like. And yeah, thanks for watching.